What's good, everybody? Episode 3 of All In with All 22, and I can finally say the first draft is complete. The first draft is complete, and unfortunately, it'll be the only draft that we get done this. It's going to lock tonight at midnight from the last tweet that I saw from the All 22 guys. So unfortunately, couldn't get league number 2 of South Harmon, but we did get one in. So I do get something to talk about, podcast, do some content on all year. One of the big things that I heard from a lot of people was with it being so new, and it is kind of late to the game. I mean, we didn't find out about it till the expo for us anyways. So to be able to kind of get everything put together, make leagues, all that stuff right before, I mean, we only had a couple weeks before kickoff, the NFL season, before it's locking. I mean, shit, first game's on Thursday, for Christ's sake. So it's here. Something I wish maybe if we would have known about a little bit sooner. Could have got some more in, could have got more people educated on it, but this is also why we're doing this content series. This is why I made the commitment to do it every single week so you could follow along with the journey, and hopefully next year we'll be able to get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these leagues going and be able to do them all over the place, because I really do enjoy the format. I had a blast, absolute fucking blast with our first draft. So it is complete. There are some things about the draft, so I don't want to be too negative. The All 22 guys have been fucking fantastic. They have been amazing. Anytime that they hear something that I do, I have a concern, they reach out. Yes, we're fixing it. Yes, we're looking into it. Yes, this is something that we have in the plans. But just for me, a few quick things. Being the commissioner of the first one, just to be aware of, full transparency. Once the draft timer is set, you can't change it. So I know for us, when it came up, we just wanted to get the last few rounds over with. We're in round 45. People are running out of players that they know. We just really wanted to get it over with. Would have been great if we were able to drop the clock to, say 30 minutes, just to kind of speed it along so we could get to seeing exactly where our teams are at. Free agency started today, too. We did make it in, draft over before free agency started, so we did have a few days there where we couldn't do anything, but that's besides the point. Another one, it's just, these are all minor things, man. This is all of it. All of my concerns are just minor things. You come from a platform like Sleeper where I play 99% of my stuff on, and the UI, the ease of use, the customization, as far as what I want to do, is all up to snuff. Now there are some things with Sleeper, as some of you know, compared to MFL, customization's on a next level on MFL, but trade-off then becomes the UI. So, Zach, free agency did start today. We're going to go in and we're going to make some claims because I need a fucking punter, so you'll get to see it. If you want to snipe me on a punter, go for it, buddy. But I would have liked to be able to change the draft clock. By default, the longest I could have was an hour. At the beginning, most people have real jobs, and this draft lasted a long time. So to be able to change that to maybe 4 hours would be awesome in the future. We talked a little bit about it, and the All-22 guys had reached out to me already about it, was the ability when I pause the draft, pause the clock, that people can still make picks, right? Because that was kind of an issue there. If I had to be up at 3 a.m. like I had to, this is why I'm doing a live stream at 1 o'clock my time. If I got to be up at 3 a.m. for work, obviously, before I go to bed, I got to remember to pause it. I'm the commissioner. I'm the only one that has that ability, so I need to pause the draft. Well, if I pause it at 9 o'clock at night, nobody else can make a pick until the next morning. And then not everybody's getting up at 3 a.m., right? So I can't just start a 1 hour clock at 3 a.m. as soon as I wake up. That would be unfair. So the ability to change the clock, the ability to draft while the clock is paused or turned off, or be able to... A simple solution is just being able to change the clock, right? I could change it to no clock, or I could change it to 4 hours, or whatever I need to. Another small thing, some people are like, yeah, I'm good, I set a queue. When you auto draft, it only auto drafts for one pick, and then you go back off. So if you're on the turn, for example, you're picking 12 and then 1 in the next round, you hit auto draft once, great, it auto drafts for you. The next time through, though, the clock just runs out and then goes off. It still goes off your queue, but as far as speeding up the draft, I know for some people, especially for me, I'd set a queue, be 5, 6 deep. I'm comfortable with any of these players, put myself on auto draft. First pick comes, and then when it comes back to me on the turn, it's like, hey, you're on the clock. And I'd pull up the phone and, I'd have like 2 minutes left to pick, which wasn't a big deal. I just kind of felt guilty that I wasted 58 minutes of people's time when I thought I was going to be auto drafting. So that kind of customization would be nice. I don't know how much you can and cannot do because some of these leagues are public. Obviously, you got the ability in public leagues to really just snipe and be an asshole commissioner. I don't know if that's what you want to go for, but maybe in the private leagues, it's a setting that you can turn on or off the customization. Oh, shit, we are thirsty today. Yeah, so those were just some of the things. Obviously, the UI, it's fairly good, especially for being his first year. I'm not going to be too critical about that at all. Like I said, I think a lot of it just comes down to getting spoiled by Sleeper. Unless you're using Sleeper on the website, then it's not the greatest. But some of the easy use stuff, definitely wouldn't hurt to improve in the future, but, give him credit. Zach, I haven't logged in since we finished. I know that there are labels finally on players, and anyone on IR automatically shifts to it. Ooh, that is kind of nice. Auto IR. Boom. Well, let's stop beating around the bush here. Let me just go ahead and we'll pull this up and we will share it so people can get an idea of where we are at and also see my god-awful team I drafted. So, South Harmon won. $20 league. Let's go. Let's just look at my team first. Oh, this is... You don't get this view on mobile. You don't get this on mobile. I like this. I like this a lot. All right. So you guys can kind of see where the team is. This is offense here. Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Deontay. Right now, I think I'm going with 11 personnel. Yes. I mean, I got Deontay as my wide receiver 3. I can't not go 11 personnel. Tunzel at left tackle. Vera Tucker, Kelsey, Landon Dickerson. I got the Philly. Got the Philly love. Terran Armstead and Kyle Pitts. Aaron Rodgers and DeAndre Swift. And my kicker, Mr. McManus. So that's what we're looking at on offense. What about defense? How's it look here? Oh, look at that. Derwin James, Minka Fitzpatrick puts a nice grade on it. Terrell Edmonds, Darius Leonard, Trayvon Diggs, L'Jarius Sneed, Josh Allen, Bradley Chubb, Vita Vea, Deron Payne, Jerron Hargrove, and as I said earlier, no punter. ERC, I'm running the 3-4. Let's go ahead and change that to 4-3. We throw Miles Jack in there, right? And we lose Hargrave. I don't mind that. And what's it look like if I go to nickel? Oh, we get a rookie in there, McCurry. Let's wait. Let's wait. I kind of like the 3-4 setup. So we'll go back to the 3-4. That's what we're going to run here. I guess on offense we can see this is, so it looks like if I run 12 personnel. Pitts and Waller, huh? And it auto put Gibson in. So this is one of the things that we did notice too. When you switch, sometimes it just auto changes. So no, I love Antonio Gibson, but let's be realistic here. Let's be realistic. Swift and Eckler. And in reality, against Philly's defense versus Vegas defense, I might week 1. We're going to go ahead and put Austin Eckler in. Let's not get ridiculous here. Yeah, I don't mind that too much. Wide receivers, how we looking? Not too bad. Tight ends, John West 3. Quarterbacks, I wouldn't change. We'll go back and we'll kind of look at this. I got to figure out what I want to do for a lineup. But this is kind of what it looks like when you change, right? So you get to see, depending on the formation I change, it changes how it looks here. So I don't think I'll be running that. But I did like 11 personnel. So we'll go back to 11 personnel. And again, just so I don't forget, Austin Eckler, DeAndre Swift. We'll decide. We'll decide. But defense, yeah, I think my defense is pretty good. And, yeah, Travis Jones is out, so we'll go ahead and put that back. All right. So this is what it looks like when we're talking about formation, so you guys get to see it. This is the depth chart. I wasn't able to show you earlier just because we didn't have teams drafted yet, but depth chart, pretty easy. Drag and drop. You get all your relevant information here. You can pull up the tabs too, right? This is like information overload, but definitely something we want to dig into. The grades, so it'll help you make some decisions. We do got a trade and drop now. all the positions, but let's take care of this punter here. And let's go to players. Well, it pulls up here and loads. Probably thinking of all of them. Boom. All right. Punter, free agents. And because this punter, I don't know, I got a soft spot for Presley Harvin. Let's go ahead and bid $1. $1. And somebody will probably snipe me. Reach out Wednesday at 8 a.m. with the update. All right, so now we know when waivers run. And that's how you do waivers. And might as well go ahead and put in a couple backups just because people love to make me sad. Oh, I got to pick somebody to drop. All right, well, never mind. Never mind. Presley Harvin or bust. All right, that's where we're rolling. Or I'll have to find another one for Thursday. I might go back in and change it. You never know. Maybe Presley Harvin isn't the guy that I wanted. But yeah, that's where we're at for free agents. So let's see if there was anybody else good out there. Like who didn't get drafted. I'll probably go back and make my own team decisions. I don't want to give away all my secrets, but let's just take a look and see who maybe slipped through the cracks. I imagine quarterback is gross. Yes, it is. Absolutely disgusting. Running backs. How'd we do on running backs? There's a few out here, right? Miles Sanders didn't even get drafted. Neither did Montgomery. Ooh. We got some choices at running back, ladies and gentlemen. What about wide receivers? I thought it was getting pretty thin. Pretty thin. At least as far as guys you felt good about. I mean, there's some. Let's just say that. There's some. I don't know how excited you get about it. Tight ends, do we have anything really left over? The answer is no. No, thank you. Let's see what else we got. Tackles, I know those are kind of getting thin too. Yes. Yeah. No, so really, I mean, there's not too much in the way of like talent being out there. I guess if you need running backs, you're good. Right? You can still find some. You can still find some holes. This is all the defensive guys. There's a few. But yeah, basically that's definitely what I wanted to show you guys, just how to go through it. Schedule-wise, we got a big matchup against my guy, Matt Bruning. War Dogs. We face off with him. So let's take a look and let's kind of see what the matchup. And I don't know if he's set his lineup yet, what he's going to run right now. He hasn't changed anything on me. He's going to run with 11 personnel. And I like it. It'd be a mistake, but I like it. Matt, I'm coming for you this week. 1-for-1. This is how we match up right now until he changes something. Rodgers and Mahomes. I'll give him the edge there. Eckler, Najee. Probably Najee. Probably. I don't know how he is in grades. Yeah, he had pretty good grades. All right. He had pretty good grades. Godwin and Jefferson. I'll take the W. Chase and Olave. I'll take the W. And Deontay and Claypool. I will take the W. Pitts and Kittle. Toss up. Toss up it, ladies and gentlemen. Toss up, maybe. Maybe I'm just too rose-colored on my own team. Tunsil and Trent Williams. Tunsil's probably losing that one. Let's just be honest. Bakhtiari. Terran Armstead. I'll give it to Armstead. Bakhtiari's coming off that knee injury still, isn't he? Still got to get fully healthy. Quentin Nelson, Vera Tucker. That's easy. Laken Tomlinson and Landon Dickerson. Give me Dickerson. Kelsey and Andrews. Oh, Kelsey. Hey, McManus and Tucker. Okay, you win kicker. Congrats, Matt. What about defense? Is he? Yeah, he's still standard 3-4. So this is easy to match up. I'd be interested to see if he changes. I imagine he will. Vita Vea, Aaron Donald. Yeah, we know where that one's going. Deron Payne, DJ Jones. Give me Payne. Hargrave and Justin Jones. Give me Hargrave. Edge rushers. Well, obviously Thibodeau is out. Josh Allen. So he still hasn't updated his depth chart yet, so we'll put somebody else in there. Chubb and Agba. This is where Zach's expertise comes in. All right, what's he say? But our lineups have no actual matchup player to player for scoring, right? It's just going to take the total, right? The offensive total, yep. Offensive total, defensive total, and then your total score. So it doesn't have to be player for player, but just total defense. But it's just easier for me to look at like one for one. It's just easier. Makes me feel better about my life, Zach. Agba and Chubb, I'll take the W. Diablo and Leonard, I'll take the W. Chanel and Edmonds, I'll take the W. Newsom and Diggs, give me the W. Snead and Okuda, give me the W. And then safety's a strong point. My defense is disgustingly good. Go me for not being an IDP guy. What do you think, Zach? You're the IDP guy. What do you think of that defense? I got a good chance week 1, or is it gonna be bad? You give me all the IDP advice, so. All of it. That's how it's going to shake out right there. Schedule. Who do I get in week 2? Ooh, Rico. Ghost Riders. And league home. I assume we got a transaction paid. Yep. Had drop. You can see I drafted a punter who's retired. I had this thing about me taking guys. I had this thing about me taking guys who either just got cut or, retired. I'm also seeing players ruled out that are not formally there yet from what I can see. Something to monitor. Yeah, I'll have to check and see that. If my team, let's take a look. Did they put anybody? I don't think I had anybody on IR. Like Tolbert. Okay. We don't know yet for him. Any of these guys. P. I assume that's probable. Or practice squad. Oh. I don't know. I have to figure that out, what the actual designations are. Center, kicker, D-line. Pretty easy to say out, but linebacker, corner, McCreary, and Booth. I don't know. Do we have anybody... All right. Do we have anybody that we know of for sure we can look at? So let's just pull up your team, Zach. Shit while you're here, buddy. While we are here. You got anybody that's officially on the... Okay, suspended. Do you know if Hopkins, with the suspension, is he counting against your 53? I have Garrett Wilson ruled out, but I have nothing reported on Sleeper or anyone else. Okay. Nothing yet. All right. But what about, like, Hopkins? So we know he's suspended officially. Do you know if that counts towards your 53? Like, what are you sitting at for players right now? So this is all stuff that we got to figure out as we go here. Makes for great content, I'm sure. McBride, no. Icky, no. Kenyon Green... Devin Lloyd. Petrie. All right, so we don't really get a good example there. I'm trying to think of somebody who's actually on injured reserve or on a team. The only one standing out to me. I have 2 vacancies for the IR players I have. Okay. All right. So that kind of answers it there. I'm trying to think of like some turds that we know that are on IR, but they can't be too turdy because they got to be on somebody's team, right? What about Eric? Eric make any savvy pickups? I don't even know who the hell this dude is. Go me. Go me with my knowledge base. Nope. Nothing that stands out. Interesting. All right. Something we'll figure out in the future. I guess we'll know more after week 1, too, when we kind of get an idea. And, like I said, waivers are running tomorrow, so... People will or should be putting in any waiver claims that they may have, filling vacancies, getting their rosters up to snuff, and then obviously setting a lineup. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Do I have anybody what are we looking at for Thursday night? So to get these guys in, get any Rams, any Bills for me? It'd be an easy decision. Ryan Allen, maybe? No. Can't start him over Kelsey. Come on. Nope. Tremaine Edmonds. Okay. Tremaine Edmonds or Miles Jack. Yeah. So we'll have like one decision, I guess. One decision. Maybe Devin White. But, like, again, this is so tough with PFF grades because a lot of these guys I think of just on their ability, draft capital, that kind of stuff, and then actually how they're graded. So, again, like, I'm really excited to get week 1 underway and get some actual scoring and then be able to dive into it and kind of see where the disconnect is between how we normally... Ooh, a separate table next to active roster. Boom. Love it. Okay. Roster. Injured reserve. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Love it, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, injured reserve. All right, Dulcich and Sanchez. Got it. Got it. All right. Appreciate that. Active. All right, so for those of you in the league who are wondering, or those of you out there, Zach just answered a big question. All you got to do is scroll down a little farther and stop being so impatient like me. Appreciate it. Scroll down further, see our listeners below the depth chart. It's a separate table next to active. Good deal. Now we'll know. Oh, appreciate that, brother. So I'm pretty sure I didn't have anybody. Good on me. Except for my retired punter who had a drop. Yeah, active. All right, I guess the next thing is let's see what the trades look like. So Zach's here, so it'll be something easy. He can decline, but we do get all the players, offense, defense. So if I wanted to trade him Austin Eckler for, I don't know, what do I need help at? It was just spitball. Cool. Mailata. And that's it. Can I add more? First round pick. Yep. Eckler. First round pick for Mailata and, first or a second or whatever. I'm not actually going to send it, but I just wanted to see about it. And then I can actually put a message with it. Cool. I'd probably just tag him in Discord, to be honest, but at least we know how to do that. And then as far as draft picks, I know a lot of people had these questions. So, look, 7 rounds, just like the real NFL. And 2025, 2026, holy shit, 2027. Oh, these are going to be some long-term. We could trade up through 2027. Oh, my God. Oh, talk about pushing all in. I think our trade deadline's set for week 10 too. I can literally see somebody by week 9, week 10 going like, this team's ready to roll. I just need some pieces. And going to the first guy that's probably out of the running and going like, I'll give you every draft pick through 2027. Send it so I can see. All right, I'll send it. I don't think you're taking it, but I don't want your round 2. Let me make it so it's round 1. Disrespectful. Hold on. Cancel. We'll put a nice message. Hi, Zach. We'll send it. Now I want to see if there's a spot too where it shows up. Yep, pending trades. Cool. So just go to the trades channel, or the trades tab, excuse me. And it'll show up what you have pending. Probably what you received as well. Anything else? So, draft's complete. I don't think there's anything on there. You can go back and look at the results. Schedule, obviously, we get to see the whole schedule. You get to the results, the record, regular season, postseason, your matchup tabs for all your weeks. Yeah. Not a whole lot of strategy in here. We kind of talked about it, but we just polished off the draft, right? You kind of got to see where my team was, but this was more of a, we don't have a lot to talk about until we actually get some games and get some scores, but looks like email notice for incoming trades, which is at least something. Good. Glad you get notified on the email. We don't have a lot to talk about until we get some more, some games. We get some score breakdowns. We get to dive into that a little bit more from the strategy aspect of it. But this was more like a user guide, right? Now that we have more things unlocked being post-draft. And like I said, one of the things I did notice, we don't get this fancy screen right here. We don't get this fancy screen on mobile. At least for me, I didn't. Maybe it's a Chrome thing. Maybe it's an Android. Whatever the deal is. But this is pretty cool. I actually like to look at my team this way. A little bit better. And then see how I can change it. But we do get to play around with the formations, offense and defense. I do need a punter, so we got to see how free agency works. Yeah, I think that's probably something else too. Like I said, just more customization. So, like I said, a lot of this, I don't get a lot of the options, right? So I get private league. I got to set the draft date and time, and the draft timer, but this was grayed out for the whole time, so I couldn't change this at all. I had nothing in the draft center where I could like force an auto pick. Again, like if somebody misclicked and made the wrong pick, like it is what it is. Like I had no ability as a commissioner, right, to be like, oh, I got you. Yeah, I'll revert that or whatever. Those are all like little minor things for easy use. And I get it. Like I said, some of it is with public leagues versus private leagues. Maybe that has to be like a box that you check in private leagues only to do it. That way you can't screw people over in public leagues. I get that aspect, but just as a private league, everybody kind of knows the rules. We set them outside. We really didn't have a whole lot of rules, but we all come from the same kind of background of playing Dynasty where just the general stuff is in there. So, yeah, I think that's it. Anybody else had any questions? We only got a couple people watching, but if you had any questions, boom, good time to get them out now. Otherwise, we will see you back here next week. Roughly about the same time, same date. Hopefully, I'm going to try to do these on Tuesdays and be consistent with doing them on Tuesdays as soon as I get off work. Yeah, but we should have some scores. I can let you know if I got my ass beat or if I'm 1-0. Hopefully 1-0 because I'm going to take Matt down. Hopefully. I might have to trade out to 2027 for draft picks to do it, but damn it, I want to win this league. I want to win year one. All right, fellas. And ladies, if you're watching, we appreciate you. It's been another episode of All In with All 22. Next week should be much better. And always, if you have any questions, just hit me up with them. You can comment away, and I'll try to make sure that I answer it the next time. Or if you can't make the chat, but you're always welcome to ask in there. We appreciate you tapping in. I appreciate you tapping in. That's going to do it for me. I'm going to bounce out of here. Peace.